300 million years after sharks became the top predator of the seas, T-Rex was the top predator on land. But the T-Rex jaw was not descended from sharks at all. How did it happen? How did T-Rex get its bite? And how could one line of fish like these, with backbones and skeletons, but no bite to speak of, survive on land?
So the early fish, they were living in shallow water. Competition was probably intense for food. If you can gain food in new ways, that's always an advantage.
Harvard biologists Charles Marshall and Molly Markey study the strange transitional creatures that lived in shallow water 370 million years ago. They were fish, but they seemed to be on their way to becoming the world's first reptiles.
They had fins with fin tails on them. They had gills. And then their fins started to take on structures that enabled them to support their bodies on the bottom. And so it looks like they were beginning to locomote on the bottom using their proto-limbs.
Marshall's research reveals that these limbed creatures, called tetrapods, evolved jaws that were also more reptile than fish. This computer simulation, based on fossil skull measurements, shows the early tetrapod jaw in action.
They're biting, not sucking, which is really interesting. Fish, for the most part, suck. Because water is very viscous, it supports the food particles well. They open mouths rapidly, which pulls a column of water with the food in it into their mouths. It's possible these guys were acquiring food in a new way, which required biting in the water.
This basic life form combination, limbs, a skeleton, and a strong bite, set a successful pattern for many creatures to come, including us. Human beings still have the same form of jaw,